Can you believe it's party day? Peppa Pig party. Meredith is turning 3 years old. Where did the last 3 years go? I know, that's what you're asking yourself. That's what I ask myself every day. So for her third birthday party, we're going with Peppa Pig theme. Honestly, she would have been happy with Elsa again, Frozen, but this is what we're going with. So very last minute, very simple. Well, I guess simple is subjective. Very simple on our terms, my terms. Trying to keep it very low key. I just had a newborn. Trying to make things easy on myself. It's the day before, so I'm gonna prep some things today, and then most of the food and the cake decorating I'll do tomorrow. It'll all be in one convenient place for you. I have some things that I need to prep today, so I thought I'd bring you along with me. Very first thing I guess I'll show you is the haul, everything I got specifically for her birthday party for Peppa Pig. So let me show you, and then we'll hop to the computer, print out a few things. If my printer has ink, oh my gosh, I think I forgot to buy ink. Well, okay, we'll get there, and then we'll get rolling. To the next bits. So this is everything that I got for her birthday party. Yes, I know, it's so exciting. I'm so excited. Meredith is actually very excited. Pretty minimal, I think. So let's get to it. I always like to do a few activities. So the first activity we're gonna do, well not first, but first one I'm gonna put together for you guys are pin the tail on Peppa. I'm gonna make Peppa, so fingers crossed, okay? Pray for me here. I got poster board from Joanne, probably paid an arm and a leg for this, but it's like, do I wanna be driving all over town, running to 100 different stores with a newborn? And that answer is no, my friend. So I paid the price for convenience. I got black for the shoes, pink for the body and face, and then a dark pink for her, the little circle on her cheek there, and then red for her dress. So good thing Peppa looks nice and easy to make. And this is the piñata, by the way. Oh, and I'm gonna make the tails. So the tails will be pin the tail on Peppa. Did I explain that part? I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. And then this piñata, I think I actually got it from Amazon. I can't remember if I ordered it from Oriental Trading Company, because I actually ordered this a really long time ago because I wanted to make sure that it came in on time. And so that was great. So this is also on Amazon, or you can get it from Oriental Trading Company. It probably comes out to the same price because they're actually different prices, but with shipping and stuff. So there you go. I don't know. You guys can figure that out if you're looking for it. I found these at Party City. I wanted the light pink ones. They only have one left, and then they had a sale, 4 for $5, so I just got the 4 hot pink. And then maybe we'll have like a 90s Barbie girl birthday party for Eleanor. Wouldn't that be fun? That's in a couple of weeks. Don't even get me started. We haven't even decided what we're doing. And then I found this table cover. It was in the Peppa Pig section at Party City. Party City has a whole Peppa Pig section. It's not like a very massive section, but it's got like, you know, random stuff. I think I got these there too, the party hats. I don't typically buy that stuff. Same with the like cups, and actually they had the plastic cups for $2 each, and I just thought, ugh, that'll end up in the garbage. So I went simple with the party hats, but then they also had plates and napkins and that kind of thing. But I don't know. It's like for 8 plates, it's, I don't know, $3 or something ridiculous. So you guys know I'm not about that life. Okay, I also ordered this number 3 candle from Amazon. That was fun. I like the case that it came in. It's pretty nice. And then this is a Peppa Pig balloon. Got that from Amazon. Same with the tattoos. These are tattoos, Peppa Pig tattoos. Meredith loves putting on tattoos. Can I say tattoos 5 more times? Tattoo, 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 tattoo. Decorating kits. I got these from Joann's. This will be for the cake. And then initially I always make a cake myself. So I got brown food dye for the Muddy Puddles birthday cake, but within the Muddy Puddles, I guess we're gonna have flowers. I don't really know, don't ask me. These cost me an arm and a leg, so do not recommend, but again, I didn't have time to like shop around. And then also I got these from Amazon. Oh, by the way, I'm not making a cake. Oh, I'm really excited about it, so we'll get there when we get there. I did buy some icing because I do plan to make cupcakes, and my homemade icing is supreme. It is so dang good. But again, convenience and time above all else. And then I just got these as cupcake toppers. Do you believe that they don't sell any Peppa Pig cupcake toppers on Amazon? So these are rings, and I feel like the kids like these just as well, if not better than like some paper on a toothpick, you know what I mean? Because these they can wear and then ultimately throw away. And then I found these. You can use them as favors or just leave them on the table. They are lollipop rings, so the kids are gonna have rings all over their fingers. 15 come in a pack. Forgot how much these cost, but I want to say it wasn't too bad, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten them. And they are so adorable. It's basically like a ring pop, but in the shape of Peppa and her family in there. Georgie Pig, all the good stuff. I grabbed a pinata stick from, what's that place called? Party City. It's $1 cheaper at Target, but my Target was all out of stock. Shame on them. I also grabbed this sticker book from Target as well. They had one left, so I was happy to find it in stock, because you know how the stores are always wrong on like, this is how many we have left in stock. It's like 10, and then you go in the store and it's none to be found on the shelf. Anyway, so they have stickers in here, so I figured, one, I'll give this to her as a birthday gift, but then two, I can take some of the stickers and make food labels with them, so I'll do that. And then this is one of the activities that we'll be doing. It's like Grandpa Pig's Garden or Grandma Pig's Garden or something. You guys, just hang with me, all right? And it's just flower pots. Aren't these adorable? They are little cups in there. Oh my gosh, when I tell you it took me 20 minutes to open this bag, I'm not lying. So these little biodegradable cups that I assume you can just plant right into the ground. Don't ask me, I'm no botanist. But it also came with seeds. Paid an arm and a leg, and my firstborn for this one. But you know what? She's been giving me a hard time lately, so that was an easy decision. I'm just kidding. Came with a bunch of seeds as well. These seem like good quality seeds, and whatever we don't use, I can maybe plant a garden and then kill it in a few months or weeks. And then I found these Peppa Pig toys also from Amazon. I know we have Peppa Pig toys, but I didn't want to chance it. These will go on the top of the cake. Got them from Amazon, decent price. All right, let's start with pin the tail on Peppa. I forgot to show these, I just found them in my closet. This is a balloon, I think it is a number 3, I don't know, we'll find out. And then I bought this backdrop for photo opportunities, and I think it looks like that. I hope it does. Fingers crossed. Actually, I lied, oh my gosh, I lied so bad. The first thing I have to do is print out some coloring sheets I found on Pinterest. Listen, if you think I'm creative and like thought of all of that stuff, you are absolutely incorrect. I went on Pinterest and found all of the fantastic ideas that they have for a Peppa Pig party. Can't even see it. Of course, I'm not doing all of them, but I did find some Peppa Pig printouts for coloring pages, and I feel like that's just an easy kind of free activity. We've got crayons at home. Hopefully I've got ink in the printer, so let's print this thing up. Also, do you want to see the invite that I made? Here it is. Here's the invite. I made this on the website Canva. It was super simple. I love using that website. It's free, and you know, I just throw some things together. Also inspired by Pinterest invitations, like invitations that I saw on Pinterest. So I just grab PNGs from Google for some of these, like the house, these were PNGs, and then I found this like blue splatter, put Meredith's name in it, found the 3, you know, and then I just make it my own, and it's like the clouds. I mean, it's all very easy to do on the website Canva, hashtag non-spons. But I'll scroll around and you can kind of see the invitations that I pinned to my board to get like this one. Where's the other one that inspired me a lot? Oh, well, I can't find it. Maybe it was this one. All right, all good things, all good things. So what I was talking about with my printer is one of my colors, like the red or pink, is out of ink. And I feel like when that happens, it just doesn't print anything, even if it's black and white. So please work. I don't have time to like dig around for ink. Moment of truth. Also, don't look around my room. I know it's a mess, I'm getting there, okay? But look what I do have, a Goonies movie poster, hey. All right, hallelujah, it's printing, so I'm gonna print like a bunch. Peppa, hot off the press. What, that needs to be center and larger. This is, who made this? Okay, I found this one website, Mom Junction. The first one was not working out for me. I couldn't figure out how to download them. This one's super simple. It brings you right here. There are a ton of different options that you can print out. Just be careful. Some of them, are they on a bicycle? Oh, that one's so cute. I didn't do this one. Oh my gosh, I think it's jamming up. Oh man, I don't have time to deal with the jam. Reload paper. Oh, okay, I can do that. All right, hold on, let me add this. We'll do 4 of them. Okay, but down here, there are way more, but be careful. Some of them, like this one is so cute. I wanted to print out, right? But this Mom Junction coloring pages prints out too, and I just can't waste that much ink. So that's a no-go. You could save it to your desktop, crop it, and then print it, but I just, again, time is of the essence. By the way, those coloring pages, they were a smash hit. Everyone enjoyed them. Also, the types of crayons that we had out, I may get questions. I don't know. But they're the, like the twistable crayons. So they're more difficult. I don't want to say that kids can't break them because I'm sure they can. But they're more difficult to break than regular Crayola crayons. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's Crayola brand. But they come in like a plastic tube. And you can twist them out and color with them. And I like them better because when I have little ones come, they always tear the wrappers off of normal crayons. So I don't know, just a tip there. If you're looking for some good party crayons, we like those and my kids enjoy them too. So this Peppa Pig Pin the Tail on Peppa actually came out great. I mean, really, my kindergartner could have put this together. It's not hard to do. I think I overthought some of the things. I pulled up the picture on my phone and I kept referencing it like, oh, is this right? Or how big is the eye? It doesn't matter. The kids don't care. I've said this before, but even like when I put the smallest amount of effort into doing something, my kids remember it. They think it's like one of the coolest things ever, and it doesn't take much to impress them. So that's what I kept thinking about when I'm putting these things together. Like, does it matter if it's a homemade cake? No. All that matters is that you put a little bit of love and care and time and effort into making things special for your kids. You don't have to go all out. It doesn't have to be Pinterest worthy. Nothing ever is in my life. And your kids will surely appreciate it. And yeah, that's all that matters, right? At the end of the day, if the kid's happy, if, the kids at the birthday party were happy, and most of the kids here were just family members and like close friends and stuff, because Meredith is 3. And I remember when Avelina was 3, I went all out to like find her friends and cultivate relationships. Guess how many of those people are still in her life? 0 of them. So with each passing child, I kind of like didn't put in as much effort to do that kind of thing because it just didn't work out the first time. Not to say that it wouldn't the second or third, whatever, but yeah, I haven't done that with Meredith. And she has a lot of cousins that she loves, and all of her favorite people were there. And that's what matters to her, is that she, had fun with all of her loved ones. So there's Peppa the pig. Pin the tail on Peppa. That was a good time, except for now I have to make the tails. When I tell you this took me 20 minutes to cut out tails, I'm not exaggerating. Well, maybe I am by a couple of minutes, but I think it took me 17 minutes. Ridiculous. At first, listen, I'm no artist, not in any stretch of the imagination. I couldn't even like cut out a circle. It took me a while to remember how to like fold it in half, but I didn't want to make folds it really just looks like a ribbon. Like, I don't know. They make it look so good. And I think you can actually, or I don't know if you can anymore, but the blogger, the website that I found this Pin the Tail on Peppa idea from, they had an Etsy shop linked, but when I went to click on the link to see if it was available to buy, even though I'm sure I wouldn't have time to buy it and then, for it to ship to me in time for the birthday party. But I thought, oh, maybe I can take a closer look, whatever, if she had different pictures or different ideas. But the tails that she had were fantastic. These tails leave much to be desired. But you can either get double-sided tape to, tack that to the board, or just take a piece of tape and I just wrap it around itself, make a little loop. It's good to go. It'll stick on there. Will it last forever? No, but it doesn't have to. It really only needs to last about 10 minutes, depending on how many people you get to play Pin the Tail on Peppa. I think I cut out 12 to 15 tails. I think we had about 14 kids there. So I had enough tails, and again, that's all that mattered. I didn't know how many people were going to show up. I never do. I do my best. I knew it wasn't going to be, as many people as our typical parties because, with the bigger kids, they have classroom friends and like after school activity friends and all of that. And Meredith, I mean, she goes to gymnastics and she does things, but you know, she's 3. So there's that. It was mostly family and close friends. So now we've moved on to stuffing Peppa with candy. This is leftover Halloween candy that I had from Halloween. It was unopened. I am unable to eat it because it has dairy in it. I'm cutting dairy out for Wolfgang. So I had this whole bag of candy and I thought, okay, what better way to use it up than to shove it in Peppa. But they do sell specific pinata candy, which I'm sure is chocolate free because, sorry, someone's calling me. If you leave the chocolate in the pinata and you hang it up early, at least in Florida, even in November, it's like 85, 90 degrees. So it would melt. And what happened with me is I didn't want to hang it early before the party. And then, you know, halfway through the party, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I almost forgot about the pinata. So don't let that happen. Hang the string at least, maybe hang a dummy, like a dummy pinata so you don't forget, or just don't get chocolate candy. I don't know. You know, you make your own rules. You do whatever the heck you want. The positive to that is if we did forget about the pinata, we would have had the candy all to ourselves. Mwahaha. Okay, so now I've moved on to making the food labels. I just grabbed a few stickers, and again, I overthought this as well. But I didn't make a whole lot of cutesy food. I typically don't really do. I focus more on like the activities for the kids to have fun with because, I mean, they have more fun with the activities than the food, you know what I mean? They just want to eat. But the pigs in the blanket were a hit, and all the food I made was a hit. I've moved on to the cupcakes. Here we are. They were delicious too. Smash hit. Are they better than Costco? I didn't take a poll. Everyone said it was delicious though, cupcakes and cake alike. And when I told them it was store-bought icing, they were flabbergasted. I'm just saying, they're used to my good stuff. Velveeta is so strange. Okay, it is the next day. I moved on to prepping some food. Have I really done anything? I cooked some pasta. We're gonna make crock pot macaroni and cheese. Remember how none of my kids liked mac and cheese? Insert Eleanor. That's her favorite, so I'm making it for her. Instead of a box mix, I thought I'd get a little fancy. Also made some cupcakes this morning and started the pigtail pasta. It's in my fridge cooling. It's like a pasta salad, so we'll get there. First of all, it says, the recipe says, this is a 5-ingredient dish. Is it though? Because I started counting the pasta, the milk, Monterey Jack cheese, cheddar cheese, Velveeta cheese, and butter. That's 6, right? I had to look at the ingredient list, but I mean, I counted it like 7 times. I was like, how can you title it 5 ingredient and then that? You know what? I'm not gonna ask any questions. It's fine. I'm not gonna say a word. Not a single word. I'm just gonna be over here cutting the cheese. You need 16 ounces of each cheese. When I was trying to count the ingredients, I thought, okay, maybe they just counted cheese as 1 ingredient, but that wouldn't make any sense because there are 3 of them, and then it would turn into 4-ingredient crock pot meal. And then I thought, well, maybe they included the salt and pepper, but that's 2 different ingredients unless they included it together. I couldn't understand the logic, so I stopped trying to figure it out, and I moved on with my day. I'm also going to cut the butter into pieces too, so it melts a little better. Okay, well, eventually all of this will be in our bellies. Oh, wait, but there's more. So you're supposed to put half of the noodling in here. My golly gracious, that's hot. Half of the noodle, just half, calm down. Half of it, and then you layer the cheeses, Velveeta, butter, whatever, and then you put the rest of the noodles in and layer the rest of the cheese in, and then give it a mix. And you mix it, right? It's like, why am I making layers if I'm just gonna mix it all together? I could not understand this blogger, but you know what? If that's her process, good on her. I'm just gonna throw everything in here together. Oh, I didn't spray it. That's whatever. Ooh, this looks delicious, as a matter of fact. I can't eat this. Okay. So here's the kicker. So I read a bunch of different recipes, and I guess I got confused with my grocery list because I put down evaporated milk that I needed, But this recipe calls for just normal milk, and you're not supposed to add it until it's like halfway done cooking. That's how I do things around here, okay? I'm just gonna give that a mix too. And for me, I'm gonna put this on low for 4 hours, but you could do high for 2 hours. That smells weird, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, fake cheese, weird milk, but I bet it's gonna taste real good. There's a look at the beauty. Oh, cheesy. All right, that's enough. Baby's still sleeping, hallelujah. So I am going to get started, well, finishing? I don't know, continue on with the pigtail pasta salad. It's really just pasta salad. But I grabbed, oh gosh, this needs a stir. I don't want to mess the noodles up though. I grabbed this really cute and expensive pasta that looks like little pigtails. So cute, let me show you. Here it is. Isn't that the cutest little pigtail pasta? So I have a whole bowl of this. It's darling, okay? My hands are washed, calm down. And I haven't made like a traditional pasta salad, I don't know, maybe since high school, like forever. I normally do like bacon ranch or the craziest, ultimate, weirdest pasta salad you've ever heard of. Chicken Tuscan, whatever. But I figured again, keeping it simple, just do something traditional, something that everyone can enjoy. So this is just like an Italian pasta salad. So I have a green bell pepper I'm chopping up. And I did cook my pasta earlier today, and then I put it in the fridge. I did not rinse it before I put it in the fridge. Something about like keeping the starch on will help the dressing stick to it. Oh gosh, pepperoni, was this a bad choice? I tried to find like the mini pepperoni, like pre-sliced and all that stuff, but I couldn't find it. So I'm just going to dice this log up. Don't forget to peel it. As a child, this was like my favorite. And I feel like my parents never bought it, and good on them. It's like $8 for a log of pepperoni. I bought the smaller log, but it was still like $5. Oh gosh, greasy as hell. I'm gonna cut my dang finger off. I don't have the strength. I don't have the strength for this. How can I not cut pepper? It's because my hands are greasy. Okay, I'm gonna blame it on that. I'm gonna strain my neck muscles. I'm gonna pull a muscle here. All right, anyone else worried about my well-being? Okay, well that was painful for me to do. Now I'm just gonna throw the rest of the ingredients in the pasta salad. So I have cheese balls. These are mozzarella balls. Oh my gosh. First of all, the price for these at Costco, crazy good deal, but also pretty expensive. But you get a ton of them. I'm not gonna use all of them. I should also probably cut them in half. Same with the olives, but I don't care and I don't have time. And for those who don't like olives, it'll be easier for them to pick out, right? I may need a larger bowl. Okay, well, that's cool. Should we make it work or should we not? I think we can make it work. Oh my gosh, where did this sticker come from? Oh Lord, I hope it wasn't in the salad. All right, mozzarella balls going in. I'm debating whether or not to cut them because like that's a big bite. Okay, fine. I'll give them a chippity chop. Oh my gosh, but they are marinated and they smell, holy crap, they smell so good. Okay, I think this is a good amount. And I wanted to mention, do not, I repeat, do not add your cheese if your pasta is still warm, because then it's just gonna melt. And yet this dressing or whatever, marinade, that's so delicious. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of that in there. Before I stain up all my clothes, I'm gonna put this in the sink. When I was in home ec, this was one of the first things they taught us how to make. Well, one of the only, really. First and last time I ever made it, so I guess it wasn't that good of an impression. And also, it wasn't this gourmet. Like these cheese balls, come on. Okay, you can use any Italian dressing that you like, but I'm going to use the Olive Garden Italian dressing because it is the ultimate. I don't know how much I'm going to add, but I felt like that looked really pretty. Also, the baby's awake, so that's cool. Let's dump a little bit of this in. Nice, nice, nice. And then give it a mix. Is that everything? I mean, you can really add anything that you want in it. It's so versatile, whatever flavors that you like. I have this really good chopped Italian salad on my Pinterest that I've made several times. It's one of my favorites. All right, now I'm just gonna sit this in my fridge to let all the flavors marry together. I'll add some dressing if I feel like I need to, but for the most part, that's all she wrote. Oh my heavens. Oh my heavens. Yes. Pigtail pasta salad. Coming at you. Cleopatra style. Okay, this is the cake. Taking shortcuts today because convenience, and also, I mean, look at this thing, first of all. Second of all, beautiful. Third of all, it was $16. Oh gosh, I have hair in my eye. How do I get it out? Maybe it's an eyelash. We're gonna decorate the top of it. I needed the base to be brown, so I actually bought brown food coloring, which I do need to make some muddy puddles. Oh wait, is it in the bag? Okay, we'll get there. So first I'm going to make a lot of noise. Scrape the top of this off, just like the white flowers. We don't need those, but we can save those for fun. Ah! Okay, so I'm gonna save these flowers for, I don't know, if I need extra icing, I guess, we'll put those to the side. And we're gonna jazz up the top. We're gonna make it look like a garden. Grandpa Pig's garden? Grandma Pig? I don't know. And even though I have a banging icing recipe, I just bought it because convenient. Well, I guess the food coloring I got from the store is neon green. Better than nothing. But is it? Yes, it was. I'm gonna answer that. Yes, it was better than nothing. Although, even just putting out this happy birthday cake, that would have been good enough. But I like to go above and beyond for my kiddos, even though today was challenging, not gonna lie, because, you know, I have a newborn and newborns are demanding, and so is birthday party prep. Even though I tried to get as much done as I could the day before, you know, newborns need my attention more than decorating a birthday cake, so I did my best. This icing from the can, it was more wet than my icing, so this grass tip wasn't as good as it normally is when I have my own icing, but it still worked out. The kids still thought it was cool. They thought it looked like grass. They knew what it was supposed to look like. You know what I mean? All that good stuff. But I'm just using a grass tip. I don't remember the number of it. I could look it up, but it's just the one with a bunch of holes in it. If you Google grass tip, you'll find it. It's right there. It's probably a Wilton, Michael's, Joann's. They sell the tips. I'm sure Amazon even sells them now too, but I've had this one for so long. I made golf cupcakes for my nephew like, I don't know, 9 years ago, and I've had it ever since. So I have a little collection because I like to make cakes. I've made them forever, for years and years and years. I think it's a nice way to show your love. Yes. What do they say? A way to someone's heart is through their stomach. I believe it. I could dig it. Okay, moving on to this brown icing I needed for the muddy puddles. I used the brown food dye. Wasn't brown enough for me. That was like more like tan, and I needed a muddy brown, you know? So I grabbed some cocoa powder. I threw that in. It made it a little darker, and I figured, this is good enough. I don't even care. Right? It's good enough. So I just made a couple of muddy puddles, little mud splashes, if you will. I threw Peppa on one, I threw Georgie on the other, and then Mom and Dad stood on the solid grass. Kind of solid, not really. I kind of shoved them in, and they were all kind of leaning back. So was this the best cake decorating experience I've ever had? No. But again, it was good enough. And good enough is as good as a feast. The kids enjoyed it. People were complimenting, oh my gosh, look at that cake. I was like, it's not my finest hour, but I appreciate the love. I really do. And it came out looking just as well as the cakes I saw on Pinterest. And the ones that I saw on Pinterest had like, I don't know, kind of like a chocolate fence around it. I didn't go that far, mostly because I didn't want to buy a ton of Kit Kats, and I didn't care to find where they sold the other candies. I did find them on Amazon, but it was like $12 a box. And I said, I'm going to pass on that. Meredith said something really sweet, so I'm going to pause it for that.
I help you.
You're so good.
You're doing your best, Mom. The flowers in the puddle.
Thank you, honey. You're doing a great job. Wasn't that so sweet? She said, you're doing your best, Mom. Yes. Clearly my kids hear me say that all the time. I'm doing the best I can. There's always so much chaos to deal with, you know what I mean? So I have to remind myself, I'm doing the best I can. And that's all that matters. And she's the sweetest. She has a tender heart. And I just love that about her. So the cake is complete. Here is the masterpiece. Somebody call the Food Network. Somebody call... What's another show? I'm sure there's like a bunch of cake decorating shows. Sadly, I don't have cable or Food Network, so I don't get to watch those cool shows anymore. I watch a lot of cake decorating on YouTube, though. I will say it's one of my and Eleanor's like favorite things to do together. We watch cake decorating videos. It's a good time. It's fun. Good, clean fun. That's all that we like to do around here. Okay, bye. Oh my gosh, if you could smell this. What? Puts Cracker Barrel to shame, I think. Uh-oh, is the bottom burning? Maybe the sides a little bit. I can't imagine if I put it on high. All right, I'm just mixing this. I thought it would be... Oh, there it is. There's the stringy stretch. Yeah, okay. I'm not even a huge fan of mac and cheese. Looks good. If you follow the directions, now's the time to add in the milk, but I don't. Okay, cool. I'm actually just gonna turn it on warm. I think it's done. And we meet again, this time to cut up some fruit. Oh, speaking of fruit, I got this pineapple from Costco the other day. Not the other day, 2 days before cutting it up. And I was so distracted because I was trying to put Wolfgang to sleep and, you know, trying to cut up all the fruit before the guests started to arrive. And I got frustrated because the pineapple was like half rotting. Oh boy. And to top it off, I didn't even put the pineapple out on the food table. I completely forgot about it. It must have been shoved to the back of my fridge, but later that night when we were putting leftovers away, I saw it and I said, oh man, I forgot to put this out. But you know, it lives to breathe life into my kids' lunch boxes. And that's what happened this morning. So yeah, I put it in their lunch boxes and I'm just I'm cutting up whatever fruit I had, vegetables I had in the fridge. I had some peppers, so I threw those out, just making a little veggie tray here. I love the peppers, carrots, and actually, that's one of my favorite things to eat, probably at birthday parties. Aside from obviously the birthday cake, what's your favorite thing to eat at a birthday party? Also, I had another question for you. I forgot. Hold on, let me think. Okay, when I was cutting up the pepperoni, I said something about how I used to love this growing up, but my parents never bought it. What's a food that you loved that your parents rarely bought? Whatever it is. Okay, anyway, so I'm just cutting all of this stuff up. Oh, that's what I was going to say. That's one of my favorite things to eat at a birthday party, aside from the cake, are the veggie tray. It's just so good. Something about like already having them prepped and ready to go and not having to do it yourself. It just tastes better. It does. I will eat celery all day long at someone else's house at a birthday party or whatever kind of party. But at my party, if it's in the fridge, I totally overlook it. I don't think about it, you know, unless I'm, you know, obviously eating buffalo chicken dip, which, yes, please, thank you so much. Which, oh my gosh, we watched the football last weekend. So good. The games went into overtime, some of them. First of all, the Bucks won, and then the two other games we watched, they went into overtime. It was crazy sauce. Back to the show. Well, things are going well. I asked Wentworth to sweep, and I think he swept and then just didn't know where to put the broom. Anyway, here is Pin the Tail on Peppa. We hung her up with command strips outside, which is nice. Still trying to set up the backdrop over there. When I say things are going well, I mean it is a show over here going on. We're gonna need some water for these tattoos. Water and a sponge, couple sponges, maybe one just cut up into 4 pieces. I'll get there. And then the, you know, crayons and stuff. I think it's so cute, that backdrop over there. Okay, and then over here, we are setting up the soil. So we're getting there slowly but surely. People have already arrived. Why? Thanks for all your help. Okay, I was going to get the little shovels. I might still do that. I have these little shovels from summertime, but so far, here's what we have. Yeah, I'll probably go get the shovels, but I don't know if I'll show you, so here's the Grandpa Pig's garden. Okay, Alex just set this up, the backdrop. Oh my gosh, it looks so dang cute. We've got the balloons blown up and stuff, but oh my gosh. Okay, this cardboard sign I have to prop it up against something. I thought for sure it would have like a kickstand in the back, you know? Nope, it doesn't. This is what it came with. That's it, just popped up right out of there. Also, Meredith refuses to take a picture. Just period. Refuses, just doesn't want. Why? Just one picture, that's all I want to document in my scrapbook to remember forever. So hopefully maybe she'll loosen up a little bit. I don't know. Fingers crossed that something happens. Otherwise, oh yeah, I have to get that water for the tattoo table and maybe some shoes on, but that's optional, really. Breaking news, she did not loosen up. I don't think I got a single picture of her alone and or smiling. There are worse things to happen, so that's fine, but you know, that's life. I also almost forgot the pigs in the blanket. What? And Alex got my cupcake holder down, so I think it's time to frost these cupcakes. Sometimes my kids feel like taking pictures and sometimes they don't. So typically I don't like to force it, and I didn't, and I don't have a single picture of her for the scrapbook. Life goes on, and that's okay. I have a few of like her with daddy or her with me, so that's okay. I have moved on to icing these cupcakes, and the first one I did there, a little bit of muscle memory, and I did it the wrong way. Because okay, if you want a lifted icing on your cupcake, you do it from the outside in, and it kind of creates like this spiral. And if you want it really lifted, you put a little bit of icing in the middle first, so it has the foundation to have the height. And I'm trying to explain this. I hope I did a good job. And then to make a simple rosette, like I'm doing for the rest of them, you start in the middle and then work your way out. I am using a Wilton, I think it's a tip number 1. I'm pretty sure. Flower tip, something like that. It's a large one. It's one of the larger ones. I'm pretty sure it's number 1. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's one of the ones that I grab for the majority of the time. And it always packs a punch. I mean, look at that. Yep, there it is. A simple rosette. So simple, no skill involved at all. I could do it with one hand while holding a baby. That's right. If I could do it, you could do it. And I mean, to make it even simpler, canned icing. Doesn't get much easier than that. And use 2 colors of icing to make it extra fancy. That was not planned, but I thought it looked very cool, so I put it on top. Everyone loved the cupcakes. Oh, my secret for cupcakes, I didn't tell you before. For a box cake mix to taste like a bakery, delicious, you add an extra egg. You put milk instead of water and butter instead of oil. It's that simple, and it'll taste a million times better. Promise. Some people do twice the amount of butter, so I assume it'll be twice as good, but I don't do that because, like, my thighs, you know? Okay, moving on to these ring pops, the Peppa Pig ring pops. They were a smash hit. All the kids loved them. I can't believe the details on them for less than $1 each. Crazy sauce. Pigs in a blanket, pigtail pasta. I think that's the only cutesy things I had. Oh, and then Grandpa's garden, but I think I meant to make that sign for the garden and seeds out back, but that's whatever. It works with the vegetables. But there's the spread, nice and simple, plenty for what we had. Not a feast, but it was middle of the day, after lunch, before dinner, that kind of thing. And Peppa Pig Pinata time. I didn't film a lot during the birthday party, so I didn't get a lot of like footage, but the tattoos were a smash hit. Pinata is always a good time for the kids. They just love the candy, you know. Surprisingly, some of the kids left the candy at the house. I'm sure it was on accident, but there's that. Oh, and here's the maybe one piece of footage that I got of Meredith smiling with a Peppa thing. And then, of course, we sang happy birthday, and she got to blow out her candles and make a wish. Wonder what she wished for. It was a good day. And then you guys know, after the party is an after party. Okay, the place is an absolute nightmare. Party just ended. Or did it just begin? I have to tell you, this pinata stick is worth the extra $1 because it's felt. Look at this, it's felt. The one from Target is paper, and my kids ruined it. It's like tissue paper. Okay, that's horrible videography. I'm so sorry. Well, that is it. The birthday party was a huge success. Everyone enjoyed their time. I also have a bit of relief because my 3 older kids will be having their birthday parties for the most part elsewhere. They're having sleepovers and stuff here, but for the most part they're going to like the gymnastics place, a skating rink, a trampoline park kind of thing. So that is a weight off my shoulders. So this will probably be the only like birthday party prep video that you'll see this birthday season. What? I feel like last year was just like, oh, all over the place. But yeah, maybe next year. Of course, it will still be a super busy season. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope I gave you some good ideas, and I'll see you next time. Bye.